We live in a media-dominated world where endless information is constantly at our fingertips. The need for that information to remain trusted and available is a fundamental tenet of the United States Constitution. The public's trust in the free press is diminished when the president says things like,
"I'm calling the fake news is the enemy. It's fake. It's phony."
Some of the president's supporters argue that this sort of language doesn't matter.
The president's not referencing all media. He's talking about the growing amount of fake news that exists in the country, and the president's calling that out.
However, when the government uses language like President Trump's, it subtly erodes at the First Amendment's guarantee of freedom of the press. America's desire for a free press can be traced back to the days when the 13 colonies were ruled by England. Patriots sought a means of obtaining information on their own, allowing the people to make up their own minds without the influence of the British monarchy. By 1776, 9 of the 13 colonies had pledged commitment to the freedom of press, with the Virginia Declaration of Rights declaring, "The freedom of the press is one of the great bulwarks of liberty and can never be restrained." Thomas Paine's anonymously published pamphlet, Common Sense, proved how the circulation of written opinion can stir revolution. After America achieved its independence from Britain, the free press allowed for the publishing of the Federalist and Anti-Federalist papers by many of the new nation's foremost minds, which allowed for public debates over the role of the government in the future. Because the Federalist and Anti-Federalist debates were published in a number of American newspapers, the United States Constitution gained popular support and was ratified. In 1791, so was the First Amendment, which reads in part, "Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of the press." President Trump may believe that the media is biased against him, but this bias does not make the media the enemy. From the early days of Thomas Paine and the Federalists and Anti-Federalists, the freedom of press has protected the publishing of both facts and opinions that the people in power may not like. As Justice Hugo Black stated in the case New York Times versus United States, the press was to serve the governed, not the governors.